This is my wonderful partner, Mazel. They go by she, what was it?
He, her.
He, her pronouns. And
I guess.
Why don't you tell them more about how we met?
So I was like a fan for like 8 months. The first video I saw of Val's was the Thermin trees one, because I was like a huge fan of Thermin trees, because I was like becoming an atheist, so he helped me a lot. And I'm like, does anyone ever criticize this guy? And there was like one video of like you.
I was one of the only. I thought it'd be filled with like religious people being really angry at him incoherently. I thought that would be the response feed, and I just didn't know where I...
Honestly, I just found like yours. Floating baby man.
Yeah, floating baby man.
Theremin trees. If that is his real name, is an evil man. Just listen to this clip.
Hold a child so tight you crush its bones.
Yeah, and I've watched you for like 8 months.
Mommy! Mommy!
Like fell asleep to your videos. And I messaged you on Patreon.
Yeah, asking about Deleuze.
Yeah.
No riz on this boy. But, you know, it worked, so... And then we did the typical codependent trauma thing of talking on Discord every night.
Mom, quit! You're embarrassing me! Friends on my phone, don't you know you'll be seen?
Yeah.
Until eventually you decided to come stay with me for a while on your break on school. And...
The benefits of that is no time zone difference anymore.
True. It's so different sharing space with somebody versus having to navigate that sort of thing and just be a voice floating in the void.
Yeah.
Oh, good heavens, I'm about to splurge.
We're making this video to roast each other and to answer some revealing or funny questions. We've spent some time compiling some questions we thought would be funny for each other, and so that's all this is. If you think that would be funny to see somebody who I'm close to like ask me stuff that only they could ask me that would get me in a certain way, then I mean that's what this is. So okay, why don't you start with like one of your opening questions or something?
They are a bit more general and like personal.
Yeah? Okay. Maybe I was the one who wrote the troll questions. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I took it very seriously. What do you find appealing about dating younger people? Or most appealing?
Okay, you're gonna open on that one, huh? I mean, anyone who watches the channel knows the primary reason, but the secondary reason is that it's really rewarding to look after somebody who hasn't quite found their footing yet. And there's a certain kind of excitement and exuberance that a lot of younger people have that helps me feel that my wasted youth wasn't wasted. And I was really failed as a young person, and so I want to reach down and be like a non-toxic like presence that can help somebody not have to go through what I went through, being alone or mistreated. And I know that there's a lot of people out there who can't trust their families, and they can't trust the people in their life, and institutions have failed them. And the only practical answer is that somebody somewhere cares enough to do something, and that's usually why I end up dating and helping and mentoring younger people. What do you think of that?
Very accurate. And I get the benefits of that huge help.
Pretty baby on my knees, all I wanna do is please. Dive into my sparkling eyes, I'll give you all you need.
Okay, well, my first one is less fun and nice, so let's get going with that.
Uh-oh.
Are you a girl or a boy?
Okay. I'm a man with she, her pronouns. Or a girl with he, him pronouns.
Do you have a puss? Alright, well, it's your turn now, so...
I mean, it's clearly a he, him situation, but... What do you think of the process of growth they need to go through, the younger people, to try to bridge the gap of age difference? Or if that's something needing bridging?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna start with, is that I think, you know, categorically, not every young person has been failed or is incompetent or whatever. Like, usually on average, they're more behind and needing to catch up and figure things out. But there are sometimes younger people that were like taken really good care of and shown love, and I don't know where these kids crazy, and like they don't really need help the same way a lot of the time. But
maybe the better question would be to bridge the difference of them coming into consciousness and being an asshole and coming to the other end where you're a good person.
Well, I think the older party has usually more life experience, so they can't get too annoyed, especially if they're trying to date young people in that process of recognizing that the young person isn't like fully formed and doesn't understand a lot of things and causes a bit of trouble through that process. Like, it's, if you can't really be angry at them, because to be with a young person is inherently to have to look after them and mentor them to some extent. So you have to be like more emotionally regulated and measured and thoughtful than the young person that you're with. And I think that puts an inherent imbalance, which is not ideal, but most human relationships are not ideal on every level, so...
Not ideal.
How old are you? Like 12?
I'm 21.
Okay, simple question. Your turn.
Yeah, that's very simple. Why do you want to be reminded of your younger self with dating like a younger person? Like, I don't know if I would want to get reminded of like my own struggles. I'd cringe.
I'm not trying to be reminded of the actual childhood I have, which I wouldn't even really describe as a childhood. And even later, I wouldn't even describe my 20s as like being alive or achieving anything that a normal human would be happy to be achieving in their 20s. Like, I was abused, I was infantilized, and then I was neglected, and then I was sheltered away, and I was scapegoated. So I didn't have a youth. All my youth memories are me rebelling, running away, and trying to be as far away from my family as possible. And all my 20s memories are me just broken, shattered, and unable to function and just being scapegoated. So to be with a younger person kind of makes me feel like I didn't actually waste my teens and my 20s, and instead I can be a little closer to the thing that my stunted mind is a little more like. Yeah. Good question.
Your turn.
Okay. Hopefully mine is as poignant and...
Are you a communist?
So what's it like being literally groomed by Valium Sadfemme McGirlboss? What is it like being gang stalked by me?
It's so awesome and hot.
That's it? That's your answer?
I want to say, I would change the question a little. Like, what's it like to be loved by you? It's just amazing. Like, there's so much love to you, and you like are endlessly giving and sacrificing, and it feels like there's no evil bone in your body.
Making me sound better than I am. But okay, thank you.
You don't like that.
Okay, your turn.
What keeps you refreshed when things get hard?
Doing work I'm good at well is very refreshing to my mental state. Feeling useful, knocking some stuff off of the list of things I have to do. Being able to roll over and see you, kiss you and stuff. That's nice. Always being able to create something new and being very excited and inspired by that. But there's days when I have art block or writer's block and I'm just not making anything, and those days can be really tough because I kind of ride on always being able to create something new and being very excited and inspired by that.
What about when things get hard in the relationship?
When you're acting up in some way, which I guess I should know would happen, or that you're still struggling to come through about something, I try to remember that it's important not to make you my whole world, just as it's important for you to not make me your whole world, and that I need to have mental peace inside myself and be okay with myself, so that when you don't show up for me or when something's going wrong, I'm not devastated and destroyed by that.
So like measuring trust.
Like, I have the expectation that, like, probably you're going to figure some stuff out, but I don't have this expectation that you're always going to come through and everything's going to be great, because that wouldn't be realistic, given that you've come from I don't know how much I'm allowed to say.
How much you want?
Given that you've come from a fairly abusive environment where you weren't seen or valued, you know, that's all you knew, so it's hard for you to be a functional person and to be there in the ways that I need because you weren't modeled that. And if I were to expect that, I would get very hurt. And so I don't expect you to show up for me fully. It's how I have to cope with that you're still learning and taking your steps and have a process to get to a better place. So, yeah.
Okay.
Does someone have to be autistic to enjoy my content?
I don't know if I have autism, so... But I would say no. If I have autism, then I don't know about it. But I enjoy your videos.
So you have no answer.
Yeah, like, if I knew if I was autistic or not, I would have more of an answer.
So, Why did you choose to be with a 30-year-old tranny map Theorycel instead of being normal for your age?
Because I really like how your mind works. I like your videos. I mean, I think you are so much of what I wanted, really. Someone to, like, really take care of me. And, I don't know, it just make me laugh, like, so easily.
I don't have to do very much to make him
Exactly.
laugh, so...
It's that specific sound, just the combination's the perfect one. Just really like you as a person. And like a more of a normative, I don't know, being a trad wife to like a fucking incel or something doesn't really appeal to me.
Okay. That was the alternative? That was your second
No, it
plan?
wasn't the alternative, but that's what my parents would probably want for me.
Oh man, a trad cell. Can you
Trad cell.
imagine? No, the girls won't date me because I stand for good moral values. Anyway, your turn, I guess.
Okay, the question is, do you ever feel like you're being bad or imposing because I can be so internal and struggle to communicate because I was traumatized and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, that's my mental burden. That I have to struggle to feel like a worthwhile person, and when someone is failing to show up for me, I like think to myself first, like there's something I'm doing wrong, that I'm not good enough, but I can't make that your problem because that's just like an internal trigger thing for me and not the reality of why you're acting the way you are. And if I would let my triggers run me in that way, then I wouldn't be able to help you.
Uh-huh.
What's it like being young and hot and having your whole life ahead of you, you entitled hole?
It makes money. Well, what Val really showed me more is to appreciate it, like this time, because it's not infinite and it will go away eventually. So I'll try to be like less in an insecurity hole, and just like see that people like find me hot and stuff. At least for now.
Don't waste your youth pretending you're ugly.
Yeah, just be like, oh, do they really like me? Like, yeah, probably. If you're hot and young.
True. I mean, it's not that hard, especially to get men, I think. Men cells. Anyway, your turn.
Men lovers.
Men lovers. Men cells.
Did you pass the stink cell test?
The stink cell. I wonder if you can pass the stink genes on to your child.
I hope so.
I have no... What am I supposed to say to that?
I feel like that's a question for me, and I would say yes.
Okay. Excellent question. You're bringing the bangers tonight. All right.
Mm-hmm.
How will you explain dating me to your rural mountain family?
Well, we already tried that. And they like got the pitchforks out, I guess. Which is funny. Well, it's unfortunate, but I was kind of like anticipating they like don't really care about my life that much, but they would, I guess, draw a line at the point where I date girls.
Well, I don't think they have a trouble with girls as much as they have a trouble with a freak.
I feel like they just think you're a cis girl.
There's no way.
Yeah,
They'd have to be
genuinely
like
think
borderline stupid.
I just think they cannot conceive of like an Ama wearing makeup and speaking like you speak.
This voice, they can't. They can't really think I'm a cis woman. There's
I don't know,
way.
they aren't very smart. I mean,
Well, if that's true, then that shows the quality of parent you were running away from.
because like I don't think.
I mean, come on. Trannies are all over in pop culture. Even in Poland, they must be. So they must know that women with my voice are trans women. They must know that.
not really in their like media sphere, not in their soap
In their
operas.
soap operas.
Yeah.
They get their first tranny character. They're like, oh, I don't like her. She's something about her. Anyway.
So yeah, I think.
Was that mine? That was my question?
Oh yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Does it ever feel like we are one and the same?
Oh, I told you, it creeps me out when you say stuff like that.
What do you want from me? Big succubus demon child. Can't sell me a fantasy. Won't fall for it this time.
There's a lot of stuff about codependency in relationships that is widely discussed, that is usually valid, but I do think that perhaps this whole field of trying to pathologize these connections misses that love is almost inherently a certain meshing in any case, and that, you know, close love, deep love almost always involves losing yourself in someone a little bit.
It's like you mentioned.
I hope that's all that's happening with us. I don't want to fuse into one being that would probably be screaming to kill me or something from the torturous nature of its contradicted being. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much would you agree with the statement, you should get an autistic OCD baddie to run your OnlyFans?
9.5. It's
Okay.
missing the 0.5 because it's kind of hard to pull her out sometimes from the spreadsheets.
Stop trying to kiss me. I'm marketing. Anyway.
Such a work cell. When are you gonna beatbox in my pussy?
And am I gonna beatbox on that thing?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I can't answer this question seriously at all.
Okay, your turn.
Okay.
It was a very serious question, but okay.
Yep. You just like me because of my age, don't you?
Well, I do really like numbers a lot. No, but I do find it really appealing that you're older and you're this caregiver figure. I'm kind of used to being like usually older people. Maybe it just makes me feel special and mature and wise for my age.
Oh man, stop saying stuff like that. You're gonna make me look bad. You're so mature for your age.
It just makes me
It
feel
just makes me want to grab your thigh.
It makes me feel maybe special, but it's not like you're saying stuff like that.
I sure hope not. Anyway, is your turn?
How do you deal with the inevitable hurt that comes with the growth gap? Well, we kind of answered that.
Yeah. Emotional regulation is hard for me. I just worry that I'm not doing a good enough job looking after you through all that. 'Cause, like, I'll be fine, you know? I'm not gonna, like, fall apart from things, but I worry sometimes that if I don't come through for you the way you need, that you'll break.
You're going above and beyond.
Okay, I'm sure they're tired of watching us kiss now. My turn.
What?
Since we met, I've shown you Naturism and I've dressed you like a baby. How have those experiences been for you?
First naturist thingy we did, a good experience, and it just makes me feel like, yeah, clothes are kind of annoying. I just don't want to like think about this thing, I don't know, a swimsuit holding like my chest together or something, like, oh, does it suit right, or is something showing? Like, just don't care at this
It is
point.
nice to not have to worry about that. It's very true.
Yeah, and seeing other naked people too was like, oh, that's cool.
Sure.
Yeah. Monkey.
Naked monkey, naked ape.
Yeah.
Is there... Oh my god. Is there like a far-right reactionary guy called the Naked Ape? I feel like that would exist.
About the baby stuff, well, it wasn't as perception of myself shattering as I thought it would be. It was just like, oh, that's the thing. I tried. And I don't regret. Trying stuff is not a big deal. I keep finding that out over and over again.
Oh. I'm glad. Yep, your turn.
Do you ever think you'll get tired of nurturing weird queers?
Weird queers.
Weird queers.
Maybe. I've noticed that sometimes for some people, the sort of things that they're looking for, maybe even kink-wise, they don't need that thing forever. They eventually work through whatever it is they were working through with that approach, and then they don't really need that thing anymore. So maybe one day I won't feel the need to be so motherly and to help others and fix others, because I'll have helped enough people in a genuine way that I will have felt like somehow I repaired my inner child or something. So I don't know. Probably not forever, but I would always want to call you mine and take care of you, so I know that for sure. You might change though, right? Like anything could change over time. And I'll communicate that with you.
That's admirable, because you really go hard on that caregiver personality, even in your videos, or like especially in your videos, and that's like really cool to go hard in like this one part about yourself, like to embrace it so much.
I guess it is like anything else. If you practice it, you get a bit better at it. Being good to people, being good to yourself, it helps you just become more and more of a better person. So it is a good thing to practice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my turn. Time for some mature, level-headed questions. It took you a bit to fully embrace polyamory. What advice would you give to someone who was considering it?
Well, I still struggle with it kind of, but that's because I have a black hole in me. Advice, if like I had to say it to me in the past, would be that polyamory gives you or your partner to more happiness, because it's more true, I would say. It's not this like fantasy that you have looming over your head that you promise this person to be with just them forever and to not like find anyone else attractive, or if you do, you won't like pursue them for like an arbitrary reason. And also I would say it really showed me like the benefits of polyamory when like Val would visit like another partner and be like more refilled and stuff and have more energy to work stuff out, and even in our relationship. So it's like another resource, I would say.
So your argument is it benefits you too.
Yeah, and it requires a lot of communication, and communication is really hard. So when someone is willing to do that for you, it means that they really care about you and want to make this very long lasting.
Your turn. It's nice of you to say.
How does it make you feel that our relationship is being looked at as suspicious at best?
It just straight up hurts. Like, I feel heartache, I feel helpless, and I feel like I'm being reduced to some idea of like a monster predator tranny, or that I'm just having to defend myself for no reason, or that people are making assumptions for my being AMAB, or that my partner is AFAB or something like this. Like, it just feels like a lot of cultural prejudice is vaguely swirling around, and that I don't know quite why anyone is suspicious or hurt or annoyed about me, or like people are projecting their traumas that they went through with genuinely abusive partners or whatever onto stuff that is going on with me and has nothing to do with me. I'm not like that. And I feel like I have to defend myself, which is really annoying. And I feel like I have to stand up for the few relationships like these that are not exploitative and abusive. And I feel like I have to talk about it, and I feel like I piss off people every time I try to talk about it. I feel like who else is going to say something? I'm already out as everything horrible. So, I mean, this is something I can talk about, whereas a lot of other people who might agree with me just have to be quiet about it and stuff like that. It's a lot. There's a lot of hurt and worry and pain in me about it. That's the simplest way to put it.
And sometimes you don't even know, like, well, always you don't know what another person is thinking and how are they judging you.
So I just accept that I can't do anything about some judgment. And just like, if some people don't like me and you, and they see us and they think like, what's going on there, and they worry about you because they infantilize you or something, like I'm completely powerless to change their mind, and they just have to get to know me, and they don't want to, because I don't look like some harmless AFAB, generic cis girl. I don't sound soft and unthreatening, so I don't appear as I actually am, and I give a bad impression to people, and it fucking sucks, and maybe people should think twice before prejudging people. I don't like being compared to genuinely bad people when I haven't done anything wrong. It fucking sucks.
And I usually am worried that, I don't know, people think I'm naive or stupid or don't know the full extent of my decisions.
You're a clever boy. You know what you like.
Yeah.
Okay, how many more questions do you have? I think I have one. So where are you at? You have to read a bunch?
Actually, I'm on my last one.
Oh, perfect. My turn it is then. Final question.
We are seriously one and the same. Same number of
Please,
questions.
no. Have you learned how to make a good fart sound from me yet?
Well, that depends. If it's on Val's stomach, I would say yeah. But if it's on my
Still
own...
got a bit of work to go.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then not yet.
Really? That's it? You haven't been practicing in private?
I think the stomach ones are my best ones. But if you don't agree, then...
Have you gotten good at this one?
No. firm. It's like if your butt was rubber.
Mm-hmm.
In that vein, why do you like vulnerable dumb girls that are easy to manipulate / deceive like me?
Bro, what is wrong with you? Yeah, you're a dumb girl now?
Nothing.
You've switched genders in the last little bit?
In the second?
Yeah.
Yeah. My gender is convenient.
Okay, what was the question again?
I mean, why do you like vulnerable dumb girls that are easy to manipulate / deceive?
Well,
Let's just project
maybe,
from this one.
I know, but let's answer it seriously for a moment because it'd be kind of funny. So, like, let's say there's some truth to it. There is, with some people, they really are so, like, dumb and behind and, like, emotionally stupid, whatever. They're not a very coherent person. And they would be easy to walk circles around, manipulate, hurt, whatever you wanted. You could probably get away with it and you could gaslight them. You could do whatever you want. That's, like, obviously not what I enjoy about it. I enjoy that this is somebody who is vulnerable, who could be hurt, but I'm not doing that. And the joy in their face to be treated with respect for the first time in a society deeply prejudiced against young people that treats them as property or objects or annoyances, depicts them always in media as this like annoying tag along and like doesn't have any value, that asks the question of like, what could you have in common with this 20-year-old? They're so stupid, I could never date a 20-year-old. It's like this kind of prejudicial attitude. Instead, the young person comes and looks for respect and kindness and gets that and goes, oh my god, wow, I could have this. And like that is so rewarding because the bar is so fucking low. All you have to do is be a decent person. It's so easy. And the reward is kisses and love and appreciation and sometimes struggle because that's inherent to this sort of thing, but mostly love and kisses and good.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, about how little respect we get, I guess. But I feel like it's very true specifically for me.
Yeah, that you were particularly mistreated for being young.
Particularly overlooked for being usually the younger person and a girl.
A girl.
A girl.
So true. Okay. Is there any last thing you want to say to my audience? The one you used to belong to and now you're kissing up on me?
I'm still a huge fan of your videos.
I know.
I'd say limerence works, guys. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
There's actually a lesson in there, though. You took your chance, you took your shot, and it worked. And here you are. So, like, it could work. Not limerence. I mean, like, trying, actually doing something. You might actually get a response. They might be interested. Like, you can try.
Yeah, but I really lucked out.
Me too. My sweet baby. I love you.
I love you.
And you're so beautiful today. Thank you. Thank you for recording this.
It was very fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't worrisome the way you thought it might be.
Wasn't as tiring. I didn't think it would be. I mean, I did think it would be more worrisome and make me more anxious, but it was good.
Oh.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm a cotton candy.